Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us on the Pendulum, coming to you live on Lagos television. The Pendulum is a platform through which we discuss trending issues in the country. This afternoon on the program, we'll be looking at the Lagos APC Stakeholders Meeting that took place recently right here in Lagos, where so many issues affecting the party were discussed. We also saw members of the party endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to run for another 4-year term in 2027. During that stakeholders meeting, the former governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Raji Fashola, raised certain issues as to why we are having voter apathy in the state and the need for politicians to also involve their children in the game of politics. These are some of the issues we'll be looking at on the program today. I am Ajibola Ojeshola. We'll take a very short break to bring you trending news in the polity. When we come back, you will be meeting my guest. Stay with us. You're still on to the Pendulum on Lagos television. I did say before that break that we'll be looking at the Lagos State APC Stakeholders Meeting on the program today. And, so many issues were discussed during that Stakeholders Meeting of the Lagos APC. And we had former governors of the state in attendance, as well as other major political leaders of that party. This afternoon, I'll be looking at this together with the former chairman of Eredo Local Council Development Area, Adeniyi Saliu. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, before we start our discussion, let's quickly take another break to bring you the report of what happened during that stakeholders meeting of the APC in Lagos State, and that will form the basis of our discussion on the program this afternoon.
It is a gathering of political leaders and other party faithful for the Lagos All Progressives Congress Stakeholders Meeting aimed at appraising the party. Those in attendance include former Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola, Akinwumi Ambode, members of the Governance Advisory Council, senators from the 3 districts, House of Representatives members, those from the State House of Assembly led by Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, amongst others. It is time for the opening remarks, and the party chairman Cornelius Ojelabi says the forum will help in appraising the party's performance. He says all hands must be on deck to mobilize for the ongoing continuous voter registration at the grassroots to the local government level, with cash reward ranging from 1 million naira to 20 million naira.
Let us go out there and take our possession, so that at the end of the day, we will use our PVC to attract investment, to banish insecurity in our land.
The problem, particularly, that the national leadership of our party has noted about Lagos in the past 3 elections is not about the strength of our register. It's about the strength of our people coming out to vote and vote for our party. We want this forum to go home and set targets.
One after the other, the House of Representatives caucus, led by Honorable Dolapo Badru, the upper chamber, led by Senator Tokunbo Abiru, Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, his trade and industry counterpart, Jumoke Oduwole, all speak on the audacious reforms by the Tinubu administration, which is changing the governance narrative. For the former governor, Babatunde Raji Fashola, and the Governance Advisory Council leader, Alhaji Tajuddin Oluyole Ulusi, issues leading to voter apathy, inadequate party reward system, and the distance between elected representatives to their constituents must be addressed.
Where are our traditional voters? Are they still with us? Are they turning out for us? And why are they not turning out enough? This is a time for honest answers and for honest questions. And I hope those questions will be asked, as I said, after this meeting. Another question to ask ourselves, even as members, is what is our own party reward system like?
I have observed that most of our elected representatives do not attend senatorial meetings. They do not attend the local government meetings. They do not attend the world meetings. And so, therefore, they are distanced from the people.
Reeling out the scorecard of the Sanwo-Olu administration, Deputy Governor Dr. Kadri Obafemi Amzat says mass-oriented projects in the state stem from the Themes Plus agenda.
That the Themes agenda is not just a slogan, it's a blueprint for progress. It is our doctrine, it is our template, it is our DNA as a state government to anchor on deliberate, inclusive, and sustainable development. From infrastructure renewal to human capacity building, Lagos has continued to move forward with incredible energy and purpose.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu assures that the issues raised on voter apathy and reward system will be given due attention.
After all of this, we need to still go back and set up working committees that will ensure that the useful paper that Governor Fashola has pushed forward to us, that it will work. All of your observations and all the things you had mentioned to us, they are things that we're going to take back to ensure that it is not just a talk shop and that we can take the lessons from what you have brought for us.
High point of the event is the endorsement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for another term of 4 years, coordinated by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu after the motion by the Ayangbunre of Ikorodu, Oba Kabiru Shotobi, and seconded by the Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Mudashiru Obasa.
All right, there you saw what transpired during that stakeholders meeting of the APC in Lagos State, and the party members were frank enough to tell themselves some home truth as to why the number of voters in Lagos State are not really encouraging compared to the population of Lagos State. Once again, Adeni Saliu, former chairman, Eredo Local Council Development Area, is my guest on the program this afternoon. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
There, you heard it all from Babatunde Raji Fashola, one-time governor of Lagos State. The chairman of the GAC equally spoke as to why some members of your party are not really concerned about attending political meetings in the state. When you look at the pattern of voting over the years, I listened to Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola very well while he was speaking at that forum, wherein he said that in those days, the party used to have an impressive marginal number of voters in the state compared to the opposition party. But when you look at what happened in 2015, in 2023, it appears there's this kind of disconnect between the political class, the political party, and the voters in Lagos State. From your own observation so far, what do you think is responsible for this voter apathy that is becoming a trend in Lagos State? It also happened in July during the local government election. Being a grassroots man, what has been your own observation as to why there's a disconnect between the people and the government?
Okay, you know, the leaders too, they provided answers. You see, there are been a number of issues. When the time they were referring to, then there was serious party discipline, there was cohesion, leadership was very strong, very strong. So it traces back to the leadership. Do you understand? You see, I always tell my people back home that, look, the fact that you are being elected to a position does not make you a leader. It makes you a servant of the people. You can't
live without the people.
Yes. But
because they give you the mandate.
You see, the way our party is structured, there are leadership inherently. So you may not even have held any position. By participation over a long period, you can assume the position of a leader in the party. So if someone has gone to the House of Reps and come back, the person is not you are still the person's leader. So that is the discipline that we met as party. And that is what, you know, from the discussion of Baba Lucy and what Dr. Fashola was referring to, that is what they want to bring back. That is what they are asking the party to bring back, such that there will be respect for party ideals.
Hierarchy.
There will be respect for leadership. There will be respect for hierarchy. And there will be responsibility, particularly amongst the elected officials of the party and even the appointed officials of the party. Because in the end, the reward system will never be equitable. It is the sacrifice.
Because DRF equally pointed to the reward system of the party.
It will never be equitable.
And when you look at what transpired during the last local government election, at the primary level, even after the election, we had several protests at the Lagos State Assembly where people complained that a particular group of people in certain local government were marginalized.
Because politics is a game of interest. All of us are looking forward to another time where we will have leaders that, you see, we used to have leaders that will have their own children and will promote other people's children.
Okay.
It's still the same progressive enclave from the time of Action Group to UPN to AD. It's still the same ideals. So that is the kind of idea that our leadership now should begin to embrace, to look at people who truly merit positions, who truly merit to be pushed forward and reward them, or people who have truly worked for the party and set aside their own personal interest to truly promote the party. That is when you can have the kind of equity that people are talking about. Now, and that is what the leadership is emphasizing. I only hope that it doesn't end here. That it will continue.
Like Biara pointed out.
Yes, it will continue. It will become like a gospel that we are preaching in our party. And even after the election, it will continue. So that there will be confidence building among party, people. And there will be guarantee. Look, even if you took a job here, for instance, if you do not see a route to becoming a GM one day, at some point you are going to begin to look at your options. It's the same thing with party politics. If you are participating, you are making sacrifices, and there's no route to, getting an opportunity or a shot at an opportunity.
As a loyal member.
Yes, the interest will drain over time. So, and that is what has, really contributed to our party during all the elections that you have seen. Now, this time, I've seen a new spirit in our party, a new sense of dedication. I've seen the new focus that the leadership has embraced now. So, and I think that the party people should trust them, should believe this current leadership, and should believe what they have said, particularly given everything, all the sacrifices that this president, our current president, has made over the years. In fact, everything we, have in our party today, the kind of unity, the strength that we have retained, honestly, we must thank him for it. We must thank him for his leadership that he has sustained over the years, even before he became president. And that has helped the party a lot. So I want to appeal to the rank and file of the party and our leadership to emulate the man that all of us have agreed to be our leader. Emulate him in words, in deeds, in actions. It's not enough to say we are disciples of Asiwaju. Let's act as disciples of Asiwaju when we take our decisions in our various local government, in our federal constituency, in our central district. Let's also promote other people's children. Let's respect the contribution.
We not take it all altitude.
Yes, let's emulate his spirit of sacrifice
and forgiveness.
Let's emulate his large heart.
Magnanimity.
Yes, magnanimity. Let's emulate the way he manages people. Let's emulate the way he has brought everybody together. Do you understand? And not bear grudges against people. Let's emulate the spirit of forgiveness that all of us have benefited from over the years.
Okay, so from your narration so far, if the party is not getting it right, then how will the party be able to sell the programs and manifesto of the party to the people for them to connect? Because former Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola raised certain vital questions as to why the turnout is reducing, and he said it appears that the program and policies of the party is not resonating with the people again, and without members of the party being satisfied, how would they be able to convince eligible voters to buy the programs and ideas of the party?
There is government, There is a party. It is a party platform that promotes people to be in government. And the job does not end there. And that's what all of us must understand. You see, the average politicians, we have two responsibilities. We have the responsibility to support our people to gain power. That's number one responsibility. Our second responsibility is to support them to deliver everything we have promised the electorate.
To people.
Because it's not enough to just get them to a place and all of us will say, okay, we have won the election, we'll go back to our houses. No, the job just started. So we have that responsibility. The first one, to get them elected, to access power. Number two is to ensure that all of us working together, we're able to deliver everything we have promised people during the electionary process while we were campaigning to those people. And that is the issue. The government, as you can see, has been diligently delivering its own part, of the job, of the assignment. Now it is a party who should, they are trying, but they should do more. It is a party who should ensure that everybody gets its own reward, as they should. It is a party who must ensure that efforts of government is felt at least at the grassroots level. Everybody should understand or should be made aware what government is doing. In addition to the effort that government is making to create awareness, to distribute resources down the line, the party too also has a job to support that process.
In supporting this process, how germane is it for the party rather getting the buy-ins of the people at the grassroots? Because that is politics. They say you've been at the grassroots level before. Now it is local.
Yes.
So if you are not getting their buy-ins at the local level, then how would you be able to convince rather the state in general?
You see, the way the political parties are structured is from bottom up. And
that bottom is grassroots?
Yes, it's grassroots. So, for instance, if the national chairman gives a directive, it comes to the state chairman, goes to the local government chairman, goes to the ward chairman. So, it's been structured in a way that if you are serious, if you are selfless, if we love this party or our party, it will get to everybody. Because the presence of the political party, particularly APC, is across all the 774 local governments in Nigeria. So there is no way that the party will pass an information or there is an opportunity that is exposed or that should be exposed to the people at the grassroots. They will get it. So it's about sacrifice. It's about commitment to party ideas. It's about the willingness to ensure that, we all, we are equitable in our disposition or in our treatment of our brothers and sisters, and we are also serious about ensuring that we carry everybody along. So it is, everybody has a duty, everybody has a job. That's the way the party is structured. You all have, because there are even we have zonal ESCOs. That, okay, this your area, this your enclave, there are structures of the party there. So there's no way an information will come or a directive will come or anything else will come that it will not cascade to the very grassroots, except there are people somewhere that are, cutting the pipe from flowing everywhere.
Okay, from my observation for the last local government election, after the primary, after the election, we had so many protests, and Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola rather emphasized the need for party reward system. How do we manage the party reward system in such a way that it will be fair? I know there are so many groups involved, and the 2027 election is almost around the corner. So how do we manage the party reward system in such a way that at least to some percentage it will be fair to everybody?
It's still a leadership issue. See, everybody will agitate for opportunities. You can't have a proper reward system without equity and fairness. Do you understand? Anyway, look, we are human. The difference between the leader and the follower is that the leader has an helicopter view of what's going on. He's expected to be wiser, and he's expected to be more disciplined, in his dispensation of justice, dispensation of decisions that he will take regarding the treatment of the followers.
And the interest of the party,
Yeah,
not
and
because,
interest-
I don't like your face.
Yes. So that's the difference. That is where the difference. See, every follower will agitate for a position, will agitate for an opportunity. It is the leader who will sit down to say, okay, the last time this position came, it went to A.
To this particular group
To
or
this
zone.
particular group. Now that it's coming, it should go, now again, it should go to B.
For fairness.
For fairness. It is that decision lies squarely with the leader of the party, or at either the local government level, the central level, or state level. So if that responsibility fails, of course, there will be reaction. And such those kind of reaction are what will manifest during the election period. So for me, the buck stops on the table of the leadership.
Of the party.
Leadership. Because, you see, the party is made up of people now. There are leaders that will take decisions. Look, the president is in Abuja. He's sitting atop the entire country. He will not come to a local government to help you to take the... He will be fair at the level that he's operating. So, and he will expect that at everybody's level, they should also be fair and equitable in whatever they do. So, if leadership is fair, if they're equitable, the man in my own ward, in my local government, will not need to break a sweat to get what should come to him naturally. So his whole focus will be to continue to contribute, make his mark,
Because
distinguish himself.
Fair reward
yes,
system.
because he will understand that the leadership is looking and they see what he's doing and they will do what is right. Once the average human being understands that there's equity, they will adjust. It is when there's a feeling that there is injustice anywhere that you see people trying to cut corners. If they understand that, look, this area is strong, they are equitable, they're not going to bend to any sentiment or anything, followership would always adjust. Yes, because you see, the behavior and attitude of followership derives from the conduct of leadership. If leadership is right, it will cascade. If leadership is fraudulent, if they have different ways of, it will cascade. And that is what it is.
So that was what we saw in 2023. Okay, now that you have met with each other as politicians and you have told yourselves some truth, what does this portend for the party in 2027?
It will reassure party members that leadership has looked inward. They have seen, where all of us went wrong. And they have also found why. And they are ready to do right by every party member. And I think that we are at a point that party members should trust the leadership again, should listen to the leadership, and we should also now go out and do what is expected of us so that we can hold leadership accountable. Because if you have not done your part, you can't hold leadership accountable. Do you understand? For you to hold leadership accountable, you would have done your part as expected, made your contribution, and when it's time to take certain decisions, you can come with your credentials to say, look,
I've done this, I've done that to support the party.
Absolutely. And there will be evidence.
And that would justify your call
your
for
claim
reward.
to anything you're asking for.
Okay, the continuous voter registration exercise is still on, and this is very, very vital, especially for those who are not 18 in 2023 when we had the last general elections in the country. So how germane is this continuous voter registration exercise, and as a stakeholder, what are you doing at the grassroots level, which is key for every election to mobilize your people to get involved?
Well, there's a lot of sensitization going on, particularly at the local government level. All the local government chairmen have been mobilized, to bring out the people to register, because that's your license to vote. These votes, we don't manufacture them. You have to register to qualify to vote. You see, Lagos is a peculiar situation. Fortunately and unfortunately, we are a cosmopolitan city. We have predominantly, elites, residents. We also have business people who somehow, I don't know where they got the idea from, think that government
Election is not their business.
It's not their business. Government don't affect them. But by the time people get elected, they're the ones that complain the most. Do you understand? And forgetting that leadership in every society derives from the people. So that one vote that you have withheld can change the course of things over the next 4 years. So there's still a need, apart from our party men, there's still a need to talk to the residents of Lagos, to talk to the elite class who are predominantly in Lagos, to understand that, look, complaining is not enough. If they didn't do what they were supposed to do to determine right leadership for their local government.
Through their votes.
Through their vote. For their local government, for their federal constituency, for their senatorial district, and for the state and national level. So those understandings have to be reached, for anyone to have a right to complain. And that is the basic truth. They don't like to hear it, but it is truth. You can't stay in your house. Other people go and vote, then you come back to complain. You had your opportunity
to decide who will govern your area.
Based on your own judgment. You didn't take the opportunity. And politics is a game of interest. If other people who are more interested in their community, their society, if they go out and vote for whoever, you can't say you have been shortchanged. No.
Okay, so for this continuous voter registration exercise, I listened to the chairman of your party, Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi, saying that for every ward and local government whose members of the party come out in their numbers to register, there's a reward system for each local government, and of course that will trickle down to the ward level. How do you think this will motivate members of your party to ensure that those that are 18 years and above actually come out to participate in this continuous voter registration exercise?
Again, it is the duty of the party and their job to, through whatever legal means possible, to bring out people to register and participate in the election. And you see, and this is instructive, because when people come back to complain, you see the activities of the APC, government, and the APC party in Lagos State now. You see the effort. You see all the meetings we call, stakeholders meeting here, stakeholders meeting there. You see how we have deployed people, deployed resources to bring out people to register. Election is not magic.
It's a game of numbers.
It's a game of numbers. And you don't get the number overnight. It's not about crying on the social media, going to Facebook. No, it's about meticulous, scientific, and surgical work towards achieving a particular goal. And that is what the APC is engaged in. And that's why the leadership of Cornelius Ojelabi must be commended for a lot of ideas that he has brought to the table, a lot of innovations he's introduced, and the energy and tenacity that he has brought to his job is unparalleled, unbelievable. So, and I do not have any doubt in my mind that this effort will count for something. So, again, that reward is what the party leadership is agitating for. If a local government has gone about their job very seriously and they have brought out more people over and above others, they should be rewarded. And that's what the party chairman has done.
Oh, okay, let's also look at what the chairman of the Governor's Advisory Council, Prince Olusi, he also complained about the attitude of people towards local government, senatorial and ward meeting, wherein once they get into office,
they just move on, forgetting that
whatever mandate they carry brought them into office
derived from that local ward meetings. Yes, that is the truth. They are all guilty as charged, and we still have time. They should look inward. And you see, every one of them will go through primaries. And it is these people that they have abandoned
at the local level.
At the local level, that will vote during primaries. So if you get your mandate now and you abandon your source, no leadership will help you when it's time to renew that mandate. They will consider other very serious people within the party, because you are not the only person there. You have been privileged. The party or Providence, has put you there. So if you don't work to retain that opportunity, other more serious people who are more discerning, who are more deserving of that position will get it. And that's what, Prince Olusi has told, elected officials, and it's not limited to elected officials. Even if you have an appointment that this party, through your participation in this party, you have got, you also have the same responsibility that anyone that has been elected in office has to the people back home. So it's a duty of all of us who are people back home. And if anyone is failing that responsibility, the person will have him or herself to blame. And it's good that the chairman of GAC has told them. So there will be no hiding place for anyone who has failed to look back after he has been elected or appointed to office.
I know you are a grassroots man to the core. So for this continuous voter registration exercise and the need for people to start attending political meetings, what will be your message, rather, to the people of Eredo LCDA this afternoon?
Yes. You see, SD is one of the most disadvantaged local government. Disadvantaged. Because, and yes.
Femi Otedola is from that LCDA.
Femi Otedola is not a member of our party. We are going to always act.
But the mom stays there.
We're always, yeah. And mom, fantastic woman. She has proven to be a strong community leader. And she's made a lot of sacrifices to support growth and development in that local government. LCDA. Now, as a former local government chairman there, I will always agitate for more government focus, attention, and everything we can get. Because we have not developed to the level of Surulere or Ikeja yet. And we think that we can make the same contribution that Ikeja, Lagos Island, Surulere is making. So we deserve all the attention. And look, it's a corridor local government. If you leave our local government, you are going to Djibouti. And there's a lot going on in the Lekki corridor now. So that impact should begin to show in the way government focuses on Eredo LCD. So I want to use this platform to call on Lagos State, commend them. They are doing well, but we want more. Call on the federal government to also, do something there. My people in Eredo, they are always mobilized. They are ready. They love this party, and they've never failed. In all the elections that we have had, Eredo significantly has impacted the global number you will see in the state. We don't have large population, but what we do has always been very impactful. So again, as we have always done, as is our tradition, Eredo will come out, and I know they are registering now. And the local government chairman, the party people are also doing a very good job on the ground. And they're mobilizing people to come and register in their numbers. And I'm sure that it will show during the election. And the work that people have put to this job will show as well.
Before we go this afternoon, I know that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is a member of your party. And at that meeting as well, you all came together to endorse him and, of course, asking him to run for another 4 years. Why that sentiment when people are complaining that their purchasing power is dwindling?
Okay, it's not about sentiment now. It's about a scorecard. And you see...
What's the scorecard of Mr. President when my minimum wage cannot even take me to the gate of my office?
Okay. The salary you earn today is better than what you used to earn before.
But the purchasing power has dwindled.
The purchasing power that has dwindled, and I had said it in various fora. See, if you want to solve a problem, you have a choice. You can scratch it on the surface, patch up everything, and we can move forward. You can come and determine that, look, I want to remove this from the root. So, and that's what differentiates leaders from managers. People can be president, they can be governors, they may just be managers. When a leader comes, he will tackle the problem headlong. And when we tackle a problem headlong, there are consequences. And part of the consequence is what I will say initial issues. And you see that when this government started and the reform started, the issues that we saw are better today. The situation is better today than when the government started. Yes, when you want to solve a problem, there will be resistance, people will not cooperate,
there will be pains.
Yeah, there will be pains and everything. But over a period, if you are consistent, you are strong, and there's political will on your side, over a short period, that problem will reduce, and people begin to see the reason why you have to take that route. And I tell you today, Nigerians are better off from the first 6 months that this government took office and started these reforms. Because the benefit of the reforms have started to kick in to the benefit of everybody. So I'll tell you, is it the currency you want to look at? Is it subsidy issues? Corruption is not about arresting everybody and trying them for corruption. It's about going to the root and dealing with what is even enabling them or giving them the opportunity to be corrupt. You know, those are different things. You can arrest everybody every day. You can put them to trial. You can jail them. Or you can just remove the problem and make it impossible for people to be corrupt. Look at the reform in the tax system. So, and the list is endless. Look at the transportation system. We have introduced CNG, electric, and we are moving at par with the Western world in the way we are developing, you know, the country Nigeria. And the economy. That there's more money in the pockets of
governors,
to be able to do more for their people. So, and that is what this government has done consistently. And Nigeria now can stand shoulder to shoulder with the Committee of Nations to also say, yes, we are a very big nation. We are at least finally developing. And we are also in a position to start to export. And we have attracted a lot of foreign direct investment in the last 2 years. So, if anything, and that is the reason why a lot of people are identifying with this government. You see, the people that complain, they have genuine right to complain, yes. But it's not everyone that complains because truly they are going through a phase. So people complain because they don't like the reforms.
And the face of the president.
They don't like the face of the president. And some of the actions of the president have, in a way, you know, attacked the root of corruption that they have benefited from over the years.
So those are the major reasons why the member of your party in Lagos State
yes,
endorsed Mr. President.
If you were there, they didn't just say come and vote for president because he's our leader. They said come and vote for, let's endorse this president because he has done this, and
there are facts and figures.
There are facts and figures. You know, that as party members, we can go back home to say, yes, because the president has done this and that, that is why he has deserved or merited to be re-elected. And that is the best for Nigeria, at least at the moment.
All right, we'll leave Nigerians to decide who becomes their president in 2027. Interesting conversation on the Lagos APC Stakeholders Meeting that took place recently right here in Lagos State on the need for party members to show more commitment with Adeni Saliu, former chairman, Eredo Local Council Development Area. We thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
That's the show this afternoon. We thank you for watching. We'll be back again next week at 3 p.m. to discuss another trending issues in the country. I'm Ajibola Ojeshola. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.